Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Megan.
And we are sisters.
And we are the founders of the national dance franchise, Tippy Toes.
What makes Tippy Toes different is that we bring dance to you.
We bring a whole new level of convenience to families and parents interested in having their child in dance.
I think Tippy Toes is fantastic because they come to my child's school, and so it's convenient.
My daughter would not be in dance had it not been for Tippy Toes because both my husband and I work.
We adore our Tippy Toes franchise owners.
Tippy Toes to me is just such a fun company.
As a woman, owning my own business is very empowering.
I love Tippy Toes. I'm obsessed.
I love owning my own business. It's so nice to be my own boss and set my own schedule. If I want to go on vacation, I can.
Just the sense of accomplishment. The career I had before, I worked for a large company, and so I had many bosses.
It's taken me to a level of confidence that I never had before.
I don't know what I would have done without Tippy Toes.
Tippy Toes is really a huge family to me. This makes me gonna cry.
Our franchise owners we're a family. We call ourselves the family.
Like a dance family.
We love our Tippy Toes story. We think it's so great. So we started Tippy Toes Dance Company formally in 1999, but we actually started teaching dance when I was 12 years old and you were 9 years old in our parents' front yard to all the neighborhood kids.
The way I feel about Sarah and Megan is kind of hard to articulate. I'm so proud to be a part of a business that they dreamed up as kids.
I'm just so impressed with how they just continue to grow the company with integrity. They're amazing.
Tippy Toes is definitely more than just owning a franchise. You can go out and buy a McDonald's, and that's not the experience that you're going to get with Tippy Toes.
The business model is just so easy. You just follow what Sarah and Megan have planned out and you will make money with Tippy Toes and have fun and not have to work all the time doing it.
I've owned my Tippy Toes franchise for 3.5 years. It's going well. We have just about over 500 students and we've expanded from DC into Virginia, and now we're also expanding into Montgomery County in Maryland.
I bought a Tippy Toes franchise because I love the concept of it.
How it's pouring into children and raising their self-esteem and just helping them grow as children, but doing that through the vehicle of teaching dance in a super fun way. I was hooked.
Woo! Ready? Stretching our body, stretch our body. Woo!
So a lot of our franchise owners are moms, including Sarah and I. Not all of them, but a lot. Tippy Toes kind of gives you an outlet to have your own business, your own thing, your own accomplishments where you're not wearing the mom hat all the time. Meanwhile, you have all of us there cheerleading you on, feeling your pain on the rough days, and sharing in your successes when it's super, super fun.
I love owning my own business. It's been even more fun than I thought it was going to be. I'm getting to do something I love, but it's also on my time.
So I bought a Tippy Toes franchise because I had been in government consulting for over 12 years, and it was just a very inflexible schedule and a lot of hours, and decided that instead of managing a team of 50 people and multiple projects, that I wanted to do something fun and something a little more flexible, and Tippy Toes had always been a dream, and so I decided to go after it.
The career that I had before, I loved. I worked as a child life therapist in a children's hospital, and that's where Tippy Toes came in. And just finding out that I could infuse my former career of working with children, but also starting a new endeavor of life of being a business owner and a franchise owner, just was the perfect mix for me.
So you wonder when you become a mom, is it okay to still desire success? Does that make me less of a mom?
Right, and Tippy Toes sort of gives you that outlet to have both.
Something I love is being on the phone with our franchise owners and you hear their little kids squealing in the background.
It happens so often.
And we always hear, oh, I'm so sorry. And for us, we're like, that's what it's about. All of our owners, they're running a business, but they're at home.
I came from the IT industry. I worked in IT for 8 years. I was commuting 1 hour each way. It's so awesome to be able to I get up, I'm still in my robe in the morning, and I can go do work.
It's just such a fabulous balance that we have found our owners love.
Oh, we love our franchise owners. Megan and my sole job is to make sure that our owners are successful.
And what is great for our owners is that Sarah and I have been where they've been. We ran our own Tippy Toes franchises. We taught the classes. We talked to directors.
They have been giving me all the help I need, and they're so fast. Like I'll send an email, Megan will respond right away. I'll send a text. I would send a text to Sarah, I need to talk.
Oh, you're gonna do great this year. It's gonna be a really great year for you.
I think with Tippy Toes, Daphne is much happier.
So I'm a new franchise owner, and I really love their training program that Tippy Toes Corporate does, so that when we get started as franchise owners in our various communities, that we're ready to go. Because their heart is that every franchise owner like myself around the country succeeds well.
The Tippy Toes Library is another resource that we have for our owners. It's called Backstage.
My favorite thing that we have is our Backstage system. Lots of different tools to help us succeed in our business, and so that's something that I access regularly.
It's really nice to have some work done for you.
You can go on there, get resources like choreography, music, flyers.
The owners don't have to make up dances to the music. We have that already done. So if there's an owner that doesn't really know dance as well, done for him.
I mean, they just give you everything, even down to marketing materials and flyers and things like that. They've already got things made for every situation you can think of.
It's basically an online intranet where all of our videos, all of our dances, everything a franchise owner could need is right there, as well as an online community so owners can ask each other questions.
It's a great place for all the owners to network and figure out solutions to the common problems that they have.
Yeah, Backstage is great.
One of our franchise owners' favorite things is our music CDs.
They love them so much because not only do they brand their business, but it's like a class in a CD. And this little gal is...
She's so cute.
She's Tippy the turtle, that's our mascot, and she's a huge hit with all the little dancers.
I love that Tippy Toes offers their own music, and I think that the locations, the daycares, the preschools that host our classes, they love it as well.
Kid-friendly, family-friendly. Our costumes are always modest and appropriate. I get that question a lot from families when they're first with Tippy Toes.
How adorable is that?
In 2014, my St. Louis Tippy Toes franchise was awarded the Franchise Owner of the Year. And so with that, I get to go on the Tippy Toes cruise, and I'm so excited. And I'm also a member of the Tippy Toes corporate team. I lead the AMP Up training program, and it's a program designed for new franchise owners.
What's also great is they have an AMP Up program where down the road, if I feel like, gosh, I just need a little bit more help, or I've got some questions now that I'm into the business, they have another on-site training session.
Selling is probably the hardest part for me. It's so interesting though that Tippy Toes is so easy to sell. Directors love it.
So when I started Tippy Toes, I was not a saleswoman in the very least, and I surprised myself that selling Tippy Toes is really fun because Tippy Toes is fun.
With my finance background, I did a lot of analyzing. I asked for examples, and I asked a whole bunch of questions. And then when I learned about Tippy Toes, I'm like, this is for you. This is perfect. And lo and behold, it actually is.
Tippy Toes St. Louis is in its 4th year, and I'm proud to say, are doing really well.
And you've increased the number of students each year, right?
Right, so we've grown exponentially every year, and it's amazing how quickly this business can grow.
Obviously, whenever you start anything and give up a full-time salary, you're going to be a little bit nervous, but thought everything was pretty reasonable regarding like franchise fees and everything. So we worked out how many students she needed to have so we would break even with her previous salary.
I was just kind of diving and go for it. Did it.
At first sounded a little scary because there was an upfront cost with it, and I was a little bit nervous about that. We ended up doing a little bit of math and figured out that it could work. The first year we had 100 students. The second year, do you know how many students we had the second year?
It was over 200.
Over 200, okay. So we doubled the business in size the second year, and then from there we probably continue to grow probably 50-40% a year, which is just tremendous growth for a new business.
It just kind of builds on top of each other.
I did tons and tons of research, and made sure that it was really what was right for me and my family. I've owned my business for 5 months, and I figured my profit point would be 100 students. I figured I was going to be, struggling for the first year completely. And I mean, I'm already at my break-even point now. So it's been extremely rewarding in that aspect. It doesn't lose money.
I feel such a sense of joy when I know that our franchise owners are succeeding. And it's a joy I luckily get to feel on a daily basis.